podcast. This is our first episode of this podcast. We haven't even introduced ourselves yet. My name is Logan Keener, and with me I have two other hosts, main hosts.
Dice.
Alright.
And my name is Casey.
Alright, and then we got two other people here.
Yo, I'm Mods.
And our sound dude.
Joey.
Yep, Joey the sound dude.
Joey the sound dude, alright.
That's all he's known as, is Joey the sound dude.
Joey the sound dude.
Yeah.
Alright, oh my god. We're talking about the Star Wars holiday special from 1978.
We are so sorry.
It's already funny.
We have chose this because I didn't have a Netflix to watch movies, and there was no other stores that sell movies.
This wasn't my idea.
It was my terrible idea, not his.
My idea.
Oh yeah, it was a combination of me and you.
I don't believe you still.
I don't know
Alright.
what's happening. I wasn't here when they started creating this podcast. I just kind of joined yesterday.
Yep, just kind of like got dragged into it. So
Yeah,
Like,
You too.
I don't know.
Today.
They're like,
Welcome.
yeah, we don't know what to do for sound. I'm like, yeah, I know how to set that stuff up. And they're like, alright, you could go.
All right, so sadly, I wish I haven't said that we would do this, but here we are. We did it because it was easier, because it's on YouTube and you can just look it up.
Yeah.
Like, who would do that?
Yeah, who would upload that? Oh boy.
Anyone who wants to search for like the Star Wars holiday special cringe or
Oh yeah.
To
Reviews.
record history.
Mhm.
yeah, historical purposes.
All right, so the basic story is that Chewbacca and Han Solo are trying to get back home to their Wookie home planet.
Kashyyyk.
Yeah, Kashyyyk. Yeah, exactly. To celebrate Life Day, their holiday, which is basically just Christmas or Life Day.
Wookiee
No, it's Life.
Wookie, yeah.
Wookie Life Day.
It's like Dave, it's Wookiee Christmas as well.
But are impended by an Imperial blockade. Ooh. Chewie's family passes the time with various goofy, wacky things. So many wacky, goofy things, not weird and strange. All right. Let's talk about some of the stuff that happens in here. Well, actually,
The
we
what?
Should, we should talk about some of the.
yeah.
We should talk about some of the characters, the wacky family members
Oh.
of Wookiee's family.
Yeah.
One of them, the biggest one, is Lumpy, which is the kid. This kid who look.
It's horrible.
He's yes, thank you.
It doesn't even look like a
The audio is peaking because I'm laughing so much.
It hurts my ears, okay?
The
Oh my
pain.
god. So it's supposed to
don't
be
laugh.
like what is his son?
Just
It's his son. Because when I was watching this special, I thought that it was his like grandson, and that his wife or whatever was really his grandma or something like that.
Oh, boy.
Like I thought it was his.
That's a very weird relationship.
Yeah, but basically, I think you said something like, "Isn't it his wife?" And I'm like, "What?"
Well, I
The
mean,
whole
with like
thing.
no dialogue and like
Yeah.
Oh yes,
and
we should mention
subtitles.
the
All you hear is
whole-
just so it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to
The
understand what's
whole-
happening.
the whole fucking the thing is just.
Yeah.
How are you doing, honey?
It's not like a silent film where, like, you know what's happening. Like, you have no idea what's happening.
Yes.
Oh.
There's no like a punchline to anything. It's just.
And that's when you laugh, okay?
Let's see. So, there's some things that happen.
Oh yes.
There-
That's how you describe the movie.
It's you know
Things
happen.
Things happen.
You know it's a wow.
It's oh wow.
It's yeah.
So
Hey, that's a reference.
there's a lot of things that bleh.
Blech.
They begin with we're gonna celebrate Life Day, but they look at the pictures of Chewie on the wall and they're like, oh, but where's Chewie? And it cuts in between like to Chewie and Han, like flying through space, being like, "We gotta get home.
On the
We gotta get back to your home planet."
on the aluminum Falcon or whatever.
The aluminum falcon. Yes, the aluminum falcon. The phallic falcon.
Phallic
falcon. The aluminum phallic falcon.
Nice. Did anyone else think that Harrison Ford seemed bored?
He looks,
Oh,
it's like I want to be in a
Yes.
better movie.
Yes.
I watched.
Casey, you were telling me about how bored he looks the whole time.
Yeah, he was, and like 40 years later, he still has PTSD of that movie to this day.
Yeah, there are clips of Harrison Ford not wanting to think about how terrible
Yeah.
this thing really was.
I think all the actors do, to be
Yes.
fair.
George Lucas
even
actually
George.
said that if he had the time and money, he'd like
And a sledgehammer.
destroy every copy of
I don't
Boba.
blame him.
Too bad it's posted on the internet for all to see forever.
I have it put down here that Lumpy has the face of a murderer because of how focused he is on everything he does.
Pretty
He
much.
doesn't even
Lumpy
look like a
being-
Wookiee. His like teeth are like shaped differently in his eyes.
Yes, Lumpy being the kid, or the little son, the grandson, son, whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, the mom was. It begins with.
Maybe
the
he just
mom-
has a good dentist. I don't know.
Yes.
Wookiee dentist. Oh, okay.
All their teeth look really bright white in this film.
I know.
I don't know what they were brushing their teeth with, but must be really
Some
good.
intergalactic bug repellent. No.
Yeah, their dental plan must be really good. We just pulled up pictures of Lumpy on Google.
I'm sure we can upload
It
one of
reminds
these.
me of like a Furby, but just more
Yeah, those
demonic.
Just
robotic
like-
ones. Yep, that's the one.
It's great.
And my mom asks why I never smile because I look just like that.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
speaking
Hamill.
of smiles, let's
Oh,
talk about
okay.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah, that's
So
Look at that.
there are some a lot of Lumpy walking around and like doing things, and the
Making
mom yelling
noises.
at Lumpy
Yeah.
to just stop complaining. Like it's like, oh, go, like it's not even like told in like speech. It's like just point. They point and just say, and then
But pointing's rude.
the whole time. So after some yelling, they call
or growling,
Luke
whatever.
Skywalker, and while he's
Mark
messing
Hamill.
around with Mark Hamill, as he messes around with R2-D2, and he looks terrifying.
Human Ken doll.
He-
It's
looks-
not even the actually like the actual actor. What's his name? Kenny Baker or something?
Wait for what?
R2-D2, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
whoever
and-
he was, like he wasn't even in this. Thank God. He
What did I find?
He's Joey's looking up more stuff on Google
Animated
for the Star
segment.
Wars special.
It's from the animated segment.
Which comes next, right?
Wait,
Well,
wait.
that's later. That's later.
Yeah, that was the
Wait,
Um,
I see the picture. It's so great.
But basically- He's pulling up more pictures of Han Solo, badly drawn.
I'm sure we're gonna later like go on and edit like pictures to describe what we're
Sorry,
talking
we're
about.
getting ahead of ourselves.
No,
I'm
we're
trying
not.
to talk about Luke Skywalker and how terrifying he looks.
I think the
No,
reason
we're
why
not.
is that he had to have makeup because like earlier he was in like a car accident that left
Mhm.
his face.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
Cause like he's just looking at the camera and like it's supposed to be like a phone call, right? But he's like, oh hi, how you doing?
How you
Uh,
doing? This
uh,
isn't Star Wars.
What are the what's the
This
mo-
isn't
what's the
Star
mother and
Wars.
father's name?
Mala and
Itchy?
Yeah.
Itchy.
Itchy. Mala and Itchy.
I thought it was
That's
They're
an
the
Itchy.
husband and
Name.
wife. Husband and wife, or
No,
father and or grandfather and
Wife.
Chewie's wife. They call they call Mark Hamill because they're wondering where Han and Chewie are. They're like they're not home for Life Day.
I don't even,
And he's like, I don't know where they are, but I bet you they're gonna get home. They always do, and like trying to reassure them that everything's gonna be okay.
Oh yes, it will. Don't worry.
With his creepy face, it's terrifying, like you said, Ken doll looking face.
Yeah. He looks like some like male makeup artist
He's
Yeah,
white.
it does.
like from some horror movie.
who's trying to be Mark Hamill.
He's really tan.
He
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, it makes him look very tan.
Oh
Wait,
man.
no.
So
It's the grandpa.
Yeah, there it is.
The abominable snowman.
So the Wookiees call up a shopkeeper dude.
Oh.
I forget his name.
Did he have a name?
He had a name.
He had it. Look it up.
Can you look it up, Joey? Because I don't remember his name.
Look at the-
He has a name. They like talk to him. They say, "Oh, you're that guy, the guy who sells stuff to the Wookiees." He's like a merchant who sells like all these little trinkets to the
Yeah,
Wookiees.
he's a trader.
Yeah, and I forget what he has to call them. It's about some order that they got.
The pocket aquarium or whatever.
Oh
Is it
yeah,
the,
that's right.
Is it the volcano head guy?
No,
No,
God,
no, it's not that dude. You're getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah, well, I don't know because they don't have pictures of her.
Well, look up the cast.
I just. Okay.
You could look up the IMDb actually.
Of course.
No, it has a 1-star rating.
What the?
That makes sense.
I wonder why.
Someone old.
Sundan.
I think
Sundan?
that was what it was.
That's the act. Wait.
No.
No, that's the character. It's paid Art Carney.
Art Carney.
This guy.
That's
I
gotta be
don't
him.
see his
Art
name.
That's
Carney.
gotta be him.
That's gotta be him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find it?
I think so.
Sean Dan? Is that his name?
Sandan.
It's Sandan.
Shandan. So his name.
Shandan.
We'll just call him Mr. Shandan.
Whatever.
Shandan.
If we're mispronouncing all of this, I am so sorry. That you
Who
joined our
cares?
podcast.
It's a really bad movie. No
Basically-
one could be like a fan who's
yeah.
just like, you said his name wrong.
How dare you? I love that actor from years ago.
These characters aren't
Still.
even important. If they were, we would know their name. Like
Yeah.
in a heartbeat.
Like, 2?
Be on
Yeah.
there.
Oh.
That's the chick from the
Golden Girls.
Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
like-
we're getting distracted again. Basically,
Wow.
the mother, the Mala or whatever, calls for it.
Carrie Fisher would actually play this like during the holidays to get people out of her house. I think
That's a smart move.
it is.
Mala, anyway, Mala calls the Shandan, whatever, for a shag carpet or something like that.
Yeah.
She is a shag car.
Which is
The whole family is a bunch of
a living, breathing shag carpet family.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wrote in my notes. It's the most 70s thing I've ever heard. I gotta order my shag carpet, okay? Gotta install it in with my wood panels. God.
Who won it?
Just make Lumpy like have a full body shave and just lay on the floor.
What?
There you go. You got a
You
carpet.
could have skinned him. Okay. You just can't like shave him and you just have loose hair.
Yep.
You gotta skin him.
Oh God.
I
Yeah.
don't know what to imagine that.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I'm
to
imagining that.
Lumpy.
And then after all of this, it cuts back to like the. It cuts back to the Death Star, the Empire up there,
Yeah.
and Darth Vader talking about trying to find the rebels or whatever. He's
Yeah,
like, we
in-
gotta search the Wookiee planet.
in
Well, that's
every
going that
household.
way.
Well,
And and then they say,
Oh no.
we're gonna
no,
search
no,
door to door,
no,
and
no,
then it's like cuts to
no.
black.
I know that clip. I've seen that whole clip twice.
Sorry, we're looking up more images of Lumpy and his family,
We'll
the hijinks.
Oh no.
Anyway, Lumpy is getting.
I'll just keep this up there, you know.
Anyway, Lumpy is getting peeved at his mom because she doesn't want to help out. You know, Lumpy's being a lazy little crap. He doesn't want to do anything. He just
He wants to build his computer.
Yeah.
well later.
Later on.
Yeah,
But here
whatever,
comes the
still-
part that
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
Mala, I think, the Lady Wookiee, goes and cooks. And
I hope
she goes and cooks a dish
I hope
on
she
this
has
like cyber disc thing in a TV. She puts it in and it's like it's this lady, which I wrote looks like kind of like Tyler Perry almost, with like two hands.
Are you
and
sure
it
that's a lady?
Yeah, it looks kind of like a man, like vaguely. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh,
right
she
there.
sounds like a guy. when I watched it.
Yeah, that's why I said it loosely looked like a man in there.
By the way,
The
I
actor.
hope like while this cooking session, like she's wearing like a full body net, hairnet, whatever.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know. It's just. I don't know.
I forget what the dish is, but like they had. It
Unless
was
they're
like.
immune to hairballs, then go for it.
Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention that. Like why is a Wookiee cooking? Like, the hair will get everywhere. They just like you go to eat it and it's just hair in there.
Their hair will like get caught in a mixture or whatever.
Yeah,
in the
right?
blender. Oh no.
But I remember the thing where it's like the lady's stirring the thing and she's like, stir it, whip
Stir
it.
it, stir it.
Yeah, and like as she keeps going, there's like arms that come out from behind her, and then there's like 4 or 6 hands just like stirring, whipping, and like mashing things.
It's like Bop It. With, like,
Yeah, right?
Pretty much.
It is like
Bob
stir.
cooking edition.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they can hear what I'm listening to.
Oh no.
I was just watching this. I was watching the movie. I pulled it up on YouTube.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Why would you watch that?
I don't know. Why would I? You guys watched it. I can't.
We did.
We were supposed to.
Oh,
Reddit.
somebody did.
Yeah.
You guys know the movie, right?
Yeah.
I know the movie. I've seen it all
you
the way
guys,
through.
like, you guys can't just talk about a movie you've never seen.
Except 2 other people.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
I'm gonna talk about it because I've seen people
Do
talk
us all a
about
favor.
it before.
Don't watch it.
They're good. That's good. Very good.
Don't watch this.
Yeah, basically. So then there's an Empire man
Yes.
who appears on a TV and tells everybody, you can't land on this, you can't land on the planet. No people landing on the planet. And it's like, oh no, what are we gonna do? The family's all worried and scared. But then the Cellar, the man, Sean Dan,
Shaun of the Dead.
he knocks on the door and gives the family some gifts.
Because why not?
Because Christmas, like.
Light
Yeah.
day. It's
A life day.
I know. It's just a joke.
It's Life Day,
Life
okay?
Day.
No
Life
Christmas.
No Christmas.
No
here.
Christians.
This is-
It's only
we're not
Wookiees.
Christian Wookie.
You pray to Chewy.
I mean, at the end, they do join a cult.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, they do.
You're spoiling every little piece of this.
Well, they're gonna figure. We're gonna tell them anyways.
Whatever. Lumpy gets
the
like
cord
that
out.
little computer set that he goes up in his room and messes with, and then Itchy gets a special little gift.
It's a wow.
He gets a special gift. It's
I want to say a joke, but I don't know if it's appropriate for the podcast.
That's
Everything's
having just
appropriate
that
for this
pause.
podcast.
This is GRUBH, man.
I mean,
we can cut it out.
yeah.
Oh, sure.
You might have to censor it. If
Yeah, we can put like beep over it.
You might have to go like back and like.
Go.
edit
Just
it.
start saying it.
Because he was getting ready for Destroy Dick December.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Thank you. I thank
Yeah, we're
you for
definitely
that.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We're gonna go. Bye.
Basically,
Pull
yeah,
Wookie bush.
Itchy.
Right
The
where
father,
he says that.
Itchy, he gets it's called a mine
I'll tell you later.
evaporator. I could figure that out. And it's really hard to describe. There's just it's like a thing you put around your eyes and
Like a VR.
yeah, like a thing you sit down in.
VR.
It's a machine. It's
Oh, I know what you're talking. There's a scene of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He he puts it on and then it cuts to like some spinning like stuff.
Oh,
And then
please. Don't make me watch.
yeah. There's the mine evaporator. And there's
Nice.
Sandan and whatever.
That's the face of a Wookiee that wants to leave.
That's his face the whole like episode.
Leave him alone. It's his first perm. Well, it looks like his perm. Intergalactic perm.
It does look.
It looks like
Yeah.
the cone heads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It does. So then it cuts to
If Bob Ross
everything
were
like
Wookiee. Look that up. Like Bob Ross Wookiee. See if that exists.
Bob was.
There's a Chewbacca Furby that exists.
Oh what?
Yes.
I know because I have it.
I want to talk about. I really want to talk about the part where there's the lady with the pink hair,
Sure.
and she's talking to Itchy
find
like
you
personally.
adorable.
Yeah, you could say it again. He's like,
What did I
There's
look up? I looked up Bob Ross Wookie.
I don't know, just
And I found like
for the time
Han
being.
Solo.
but basically,
That'll work.
I did.
basically,
And then I find this.
Oh.
he's looking up more images of
Just
Chewy on the L'Oreal page.
Yeah.
We'll put all these up
L'Oreal.
later when
Yeah.
we go edit it.
Oh my god.
So it's not just audio. Like you
So-
guys actually have something to look at. Later on, we'll like edit like these photos. So they know.
No.
So they know what we're talking about.
Well,
No.
let's search all of them.
You can
up.
search
Sure,
them.
it was sure. Just
I'm
search it.
describing
lazy.
them for the audience.
That's why they're
You're
watching
too
this.
lazy. I don't want
The reason why Matthias talked about destroy
Don't say it.
PP December was because the lady keeps like repeating. It's like a video.
Like ASMR.
Because
Yeah.
there's this part where she says, "I find you adorable," and then
I know, you find
it's
me
like
adorable.
Itchy, like Matt like punching the seat, and it like plays again. It's like, "I find you adorable," and it plays it again and again.
Grandpa,
and
no!
again. And Itchy the whole time he's like, "Rah, rah, rah." And
No,
I was
no, no, no,
freaking
no.
out. I was like, "What is?"
Whoa! I remember this scene. I remember hearing about this.
Rated PG, kids.
Yeah, and it's like PG. What?
Yeah. I mean, it was the 70s. You can like get away
Yeah.
I was like,
Good
what?
point.
What is this point? Does this have?
Back then, children
Wow.
didn't know.
Yeah, that lady right there.
Yeah.
Down there, down to the right. That
Yeah.
pink
Take it back now,
haired lady on the Google. Right there to the
Keep
right.
going.
Keep
Keep
going.
going.
I'm
Keep
going.
going.
Oh,
Yeah, that one. That's her.
Yeah.
We just found a picture of her on Google Images.
Okay. I don't know what I'm really looking at anymore.
But yeah, it's
Let's go back.
they and then like after all that weird stuff, they play a song and she
Why
sings.
is, like, oh, wait, you're
Oh,
talking about
no.
that part.
I'm talking about the song she sings
Okay, I
afterwards.
thought we were talking about a different part.
Yeah,
I don't know
different
if that
song.
comes later on.
Probably later.
Hopefully.
After that, Mala calls what's her name? Oh my god, Leia. God,
Carrie
excuse
Fisher.
me, important person. What's her name? Leia.
Leia.
Hey, she's deceased. You better respect her.
Right.
don't
Or
forget
you will
about
get
it.
this. You will get a lot of disrespect.
All right. So Mala asks, "Oh, where's Chewie? Oh." And
Oh,
yeah,
where is
basically.
he?
Oh. And then Leia is like, "Oh, Han will be fine. He survived better and all that." And oh, what? I thought you were saying something. Sorry.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
They
It
finally
looks
pulled all
really
his
rough,
teeth
though. Looking high def version of that is no. It's a
Yeah.
no.
Also, I forgot there's a part where like Leia is like trying to like tell what's going on, and because she can't speak Wookiee, she's like, "Is there a person I can talk to?"
Why does Luke know how to speak
Translator.
Wookiee but Leia doesn't?
Yeah,
knows how
that's
to
a good
Wookiee as well.
That is a good one. I don't know.
Like for some reason, I just started watching Solo, the Star Wars movie last night because it went on Netflix, and so I started
Oh,
watching
really?
it a little bit. And
There's another Star Wars movie you can watch. It's hopefully better than whatever.
it's not like I didn't finish it because it was like 2 hours, and I started at like
Oh
9
boy.
o'clock, and I was like really tired.
Everyone wants it. Is it good?
I don't know yet.
It's meh.
It's
I thought it was-
there you go.
Disney, what are you doing?
Disney, stop.
Well, no.
You need to
Disney-
go back, give it back to George Lucas.
Well, I
No, he
don't
doesn't
know.
want it anymore.
He doesn't want it, but I just want him
For
to have
good
it
reasons
back.
and bad reasons. He
Yeah.
doesn't want this anymore.
No.
Whatever you
Anyway.
paid the
I mean, we still
prequels.
get money
Yeah.
from it, you know.
Yeah, they can
But
just
we're
keep-
talking about a holiday special.
Yeah, okay, we'll continue with that.
Anyway, it cuts to
Sure.
Chewie
Sure.
and Han being like, "Oh, we flying to the planet. We gotta keep hurrying. Hurry! We're getting shot at by lasers and oh no!" And we're and they're like, "We're gonna go from and
We're
the
gonna
Empire."
die.
Yeah,
We're gonna
basically.
die.
And the Empire's like, "We're gonna go to door and like stop them. We're gonna," which is so dumb. In this intergalactic place, they're like, "We're gonna go door to door on this one planet until we find him."
Kashyyyk again. I keep saying.
Yeah,
The planet.
It's
Kashyyyk.
so dumb.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember that honestly.
I played Battlefront,
I like
I
Star
know
Wars
all-
and all, but I just don't remember the Kashyyyk I can barely remember all the names of the stuff lightsaber forms.
I played
Yeah,
Battlefront too. I know
this.
most of the planet names.
I don't know any of the planet names.
No.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Yeah. I don't know anything about anything.
Tatooine.
Tatooine, Mos Eisley, Dagobah,
Hoth. Yeah, Hoth.
Yeah.
Mustafar,
Anyway.
Coruscant,
Uh,
Yavin 4.
Oh, sorry. I thought something was happening. I'm sorry.
Probably is.
yeah.
Anyway, the Empire finally reaches their house, the Wookie House. By the way, we forgot to mention the house they're living in. I'm an
It's
idiot.
like a tree house.
It's like a
They
yeah.
If you ever seen Star Wars,
if you know
like,
the Wookiee,
prequels,
yes.
you know what they're talking about because you've seen Kashyyyk and you've seen their land.
Oh yes.
But they do live in like a giant tree house with like a balcony that goes down to like forever. An endless pit balcony.
Yeah, I think there was like a scene that like he was
Yeah.
he was like on the edge and he was looking down.
Yeah,
and
that
they're
was
like I
There's
remember
no,
what
there's
it's
no, like, you don't have any context, so it's like, what's happening? It's
Exactly.
It's like, just gonna,
I just remember John trying
doesn't
to
make-
back to do this. He's like,
Yeah.
no, don't jump.
No.
Like, don't do it.
Well, for the sake of how terrible this movie is, probably should have jumped.
Just say,
Anyway,
just end it now.
I'm trying to like follow a structure, but basically the Empire finally reaches their house and they're trying to get in, they're trying to like search everything. They're like, give me your identification. And
Well, they just open up the door and they're standing there like desperate Girl Scout cookies.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's so funny.
Yeah, Girl Scout
Yeah.
cookies. You know.
And they're all big and tough. But then they ask for their
Yeah,
identification and the Cellar, Sean Don, whatever.
Sean.
I'm just calling him that now.
Sean Don.
Somebody
says-
just
The Cellar.
I think they say. Shouldn't they say his name in the movie? So
They-
just
I
like
don't
that.
remember if they said
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know because I haven't watched the movie.
If we actually liked the movie, we would have known who.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. If you liked the movie, you would have
That's
known
never
what
gonna
his name
Who
is.
likes
So-
this movie?
I don't know. Someone that's probably listening to this. If anybody listened to this.
That's the I don't know.
Because, like, who wants to hear about
Get a
the
job,
Star
get a
Wars
life.
special?
Hey, somebody's probably into it.
Someone out there.
Someone, yeah.
Somewhere. out
exactly.
there, they're gonna
Some
find
poor
it.
soul.
Oh,
I wonder if there's actually people who like the Christmas special. Like, there's
I'm
like
sure there
some
are.
diehard
What?
fans of like.
at least there
Merry
is people out
Christmas,
there
the
that at
Christmas
least
special.
give it the 1 star. Because I would have just given no stars.
Well, that's all they had back then, so they had to just suck it up.
Yeah, they just had to suck it up and give them that 1 star. Like, yeah, you guys made a movie.
Oh, just wait till you see The Last Jedi.
It's not even a
No
movie.
one-
It's a special that aired like in
Well,
'78.
it's as long
my
as.
question is
Yeah,
that,
but it's still
this
a
was,
movie.
my question was that this was before Empire came out. So like, did this
Mhm.
movie like kill the hype for like the Star Wars franchise?
I'm surprised it didn't.
It's just
Honestly.
becoming a theory now. All of a sudden, it's like you expected, the Christmas special. Now it's like, what about Star Wars as a whole, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, come on, guys. No one just cares about the holiday special. They came here just because they've seen Star Wars in the title.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait until you see episode 9. J.J. Abrams is going to discover this holiday special and is gonna like.
Like, remake it.
Yes.
Yeah, you were joking. Like
They're
they're
gonna,
gonna.
just gonna
Skywalker.
some dark space travel into it.
They're
This
gonna-
is,
yeah,
this is
they-
gonna be a new hysteria that people will think that that's gonna happen.
I want to see that happen.
Like a
fine.
remaster.
I don't.
I just want to see J.J. Abrams just try to do it.
Anyway, getting back to what was happening, what I was talking about. Basically, they get the Cellar dude, whatever his name is, Shadon.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shadon.
Yeah, okay.
Just SD or something.
Eddie Brock.
Yeah, SD card.
Basically, he gives them a fake ID because he's like, "Oh, I used to work for the Empire for a little bit, and now I'm not there anymore, or whatever."
Like a good job, soldier.
But the
I'm
people are still
retired.
the people
I'm
there are
retired,
still
boy.
searching the house, and like he's like the general dude. He has that big like bowl shaped hat, and he's like, "What?" He looks at this machine. He's like, "What is this machine? What is this thing? What does that do?"
Well, I'll show you.
Yeah, and then it's basically, "I'll show you." And he opens it, and it plays like a hologram, and these little people.
Starship Jefferson.
Yes,
Why-
Jefferson
why are they
Starship
there?
plays, and it's like a whole music video. Yeah, of a
Yeah.
Jefferson,
Yeah.
Starship.
Why are they there? Because it's like a real band.
Yeah.
It was the 70s.
Yeah, that's
okay?
what I was looking at. It was
I
like,
thought the
I'm
same
looking-
thing,
right
guys.
here it says
I thought-
Jefferson
I thought-
Starship somewhere, right here, and then you get this.
Yeah.
Yeah, of like the purple lights and everything. We're looking at it right now. It's
Why is the question? Like, why did they
It-
have to do this?
like yeah, I thought the music was great, but like
Why?
why is it in a Star Wars special?
So they could just stall time to get like
I think that's
more
to
longer.
get more money.
I think it's time. I guarantee you, you're right, Casey, and it's just time.
I know I'm right.
Why do they care about time?
Because it's easy. You have to make it like a certain amount of time, like like half an hour or something.
Shoot.
Not even.
It was like
I wouldn't even want it to be half an hour. I just want to be a 15 minutes. Like, oh,
I believe.
Chewie's in trouble. Oh, he
Wasn't
made
it like
it back.
2 hours,
It's
though?
life.
Or was it like an hour and 30 minutes?
I think it was like
How
a
long?
little
It's
bit
like an
over
hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Mm.
like
Of torture.
they just
Pure
got
torture.
over the hour mark. Anyway,
Oh.
they go upstairs
It's
to
an
search Lumpy's house or Lumpy's
Lumpy's
room.
room.
Yeah, like
And then
trash.
Yeah.
and then Lumpy
House.
puts on this headset for this computer.
Yeah.
And he goes on this little computer and he
Oh,
pulls up
boy.
like a video. And the video is the cartoon that we
That
we were
god-awful-
joking about earlier. About where Han Solo looks like a yeah, like that.
A
Like
Photoshop.
like how would you describe Han Solo in this cartoon?
Oh.
I want to
Very
know.
long face.
Yeah.
Long nose.
How
He
would
doesn't
you,
look like he doesn't look like Harrison Ford.
Marcel?
No.
How would you describe?
How would I describe it? Oh boy.
I haven't heard much from you.
An abomination. Okay.
I know you
Yes.
don't have much to say, but what do you think of that?
He was trying to do his best Muppet impersonation.
Honestly, that sounds about right.
I mean, does one of them not look like one of Kermit the Frog's faces?
Yeah.
It looked like a little bit of the on his jaw.
Basically, the cartoon is
Awful. Horrible.
It's awful, but it also has. It's like Han and Chewie are like, or Chewie is like driving the Falcon, the owl.
He's
the
flying
Wookie-
it. He's not driving. It's not on wheels.
I mean, it's the same.
He's driving the aluminum Falcon.
Oh yeah, Boba Fett. This has
And-
like the first ever like
and
It's
interaction.
Boo Boo Fett. Okay.
Boo Boo Fett.
And
Boba
Han
Fett.
Solo is like tied upside down, and they're like, we gotta go save him. Okay,
Ah.
let's go. And Luke and R2D2 and C-3PO all go, and they're like They land on the planet, and Boba Fett shows up to save them from like a dinosaur while he rides on another dinosaur.
Why is this so...
And he's like, oh,
Like father, like son.
who do you work for? And it's like, oh, I don't work for anybody. I'm a lone wolf. I'm Boba Fett. I'm really cool.
I'm a cool dude.
And
Cool guy.
I kill people for a living.
yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
It's
not
interesting
really. He's a
to think
bounty
that-
hunter.
Like, he got his start from this Christmas special.
That is really weird to think about.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was in the A New Hope for like what 3 seconds, 4.
Yeah, because he was. You know,
Oh yeah, he
look
was.
at that guy. Oh, there he is.
But he had no dialogue, no anything. It was just, oh hey, how you doing?
Well, we
Never
know
be
he's
seen
Hi,
since-
Darn over there. Okay,
You know,
well,
like,
are you?
no, you can go.
Okay,
Ladies
I'll
first.
continue. Basically, Boba Fett helps them. He like drags their ship because it's like a liquid planet. So it's like, oh, I'll take you to the Millennium
Lava.
Falcon
It's
or
called
whatever.
lava.
Question.
Hmm.
Boba Fett is not supposed to be helping.
No, he's not.
Like, he's
not
not
like,
like-
he doesn't like them. He's
Yeah,
a part
I
of
know,
the
I-
Empire and stuff.
I found that weird at first, but then I was like, there's more to it later. It's like, oh, but
He later on turns Han Solo into like a solid brick.
Oh, yeah.
he does.
he does.
Poor Solo.
Which I hang up on my wall. No, I wish though. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool to have
You
that
know,
hung
yeah,
up on the
it's
wall.
Jabba the Hutt.
Pizza
It's a
the
really
Hut.
smoothie. Or smoothie.
Smoothie.
Yeah.
Smoothie.
But basically, they go to the aluminum Falcon and they find Han is like tied upside down or something, and they go to like
To keep the
Yeah,
blood
they-
rushing through his head, so he stays alive.
yeah, it's some like super medicine where it's like, oh, you're blood rushing upside down thing. Oh, excuse me. talking about. I'll get
And we are back. Hello.
Yeah.
back we'll get back. Okay.
Yeah, we had a bit of an interruption.
That was
Had
inter-
a
that was in-
disturbance.
Yeah, we had
Disturbance.
there was a disturbance of the force. We're back to it. Don't worry. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, right, the drugs. The drugs that.
What drugs?
The
What are you
drugs.
talking about?
No.
Basically,
Now we're clean.
Like you were.
We good kids.
Guaranteed.
Basically, like you were saying, Casey, there's some like mystical drug thing that you need your blood to like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you were saying. You have
Only
this-
for humans though, which I don't know why it didn't affect Boba. Well, he did have like a helmet on, so.
Yeah, but they're like, oh, you can only be upside down for so long. You have to go get a cure, and it's like Boba Fett's like, oh, I'll help you.
It's
We'll
just
go
a flu
to-"
shot.
Yeah, I wish, but it's like it's some crazy.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but he gets it and he helps him anyways. So.
yeah, he does, and they ride in on the city on like a giant dinosaur and like climb up this big cliff. It was really weird.
It was.
But basically, they go to get the medicine, and the big twist is like, oh, Boba Fett is working for Darth Vader though, and they don't know. Ooh. And then it's supposed to like cut to a commercial, and like before it cuts to commercial, Lumpy is all worried as he watches on this computer. He's like,
Shaking it.
yeah, he's like, oh no. Play it again. Play it again.
At least I know how to break the awkward silence now.
Thank you, Casey. Very cool. Oh my god. But of course they come back and they're like, oh, let's go back and give the medicine to the Aluminum Falcon or whatever. Still calling it
We give
that.
medicine to a freaking spaceship.
No, they give it to Chewie and no, they give it to Han and Luke, I believe, because Luke gets all messed up as well.
He's already messed up and like he's just
Yeah.
Be mentally.
like
Yeah,
just being like
in real life.
they're like, hey, we gotta do this holiday special and he's messed up, bro.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill's messed up now.
But basically, they.
Well, now he's old, so.
Yeah, he is.
Good luck with that CGI effects.
He's dead now in movies, so.
Oh,
I don't want to spoil. Sorry.
Oh. But
Sorry,
basically, C3PO is like tells Luke, "Oh no,
you just moved it.
It's okay. All I hear is a little bit of disturbance. It's fine. I
yeah,
don't
disturbance in the
All
force."
here's
Basically, C3PO tells Luke, "Oh, Boba Fett is working for the Empire," and he's like, "Wait, there can't be." And then Boba Fett reaches for his gun and tries to shoot Luke.
Oh, that's a.
And he's like, oh, I gotta chase after him, and Han Solo's going behind him, and then he takes off on his jetpack, and then it's like, oh no.
Now he's gone.
Like a little cover he is.
Yeah. And then basically they take off on the Millennium Falcon, and they kind of just, that's
Aluminum
it.
Falcon.
The Aluminum Falcon,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Gotta keep it consistent.
Yeah.
Anyway, they go back, then it cuts to this completely new thing. Sorry, it goes to this new thing where it's like, there's something playing on the TV, and it like starts off with like, all the Empire has to watch this. It's mandatory, and everyone like stops what they're doing and just watches the TV. And it's like a thing. It's like a thing called. I wrote it down. It's called Life on Tatooine. And it's like this like thing that's supposed to uplift us during our daily lives. It's like, oh, it's a make us feel better kind of show. And this is
look
where.
at these people on Tatooine. You don't want to live there.
Yeah, and it like cuts to like depressed people in like a desert planet. It's really great. And it
Pretty much.
And then it goes to a bar where they're playing the song. Yeah, which by the way, George Lucas said was called Jizz.
Jizz.
No,
That's
the-
a really great name.
J.I.
That's not the songs, the instruments at the.
Oh right,
Yeah.
the band is playing instruments
the
called Jizz, and that's how they make the song.
with jizz. They make the song
Yeah,
with jizz.
specifically called spelled Jizz.
Seriously, that's
A
jizz.
jizz band.
Yeah, he's just disappointed in the name.
Fascinating.
Casey's face just now.
No.
I wish we could get that on
Somebody take a
camera.
picture.
Fascinating.
Take a picture.
Glad to know that, Logan. Glad.
Jizz.
I'm sure. Yeah, jizz. You heard everybody. Jizz.
You heard it here first. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they
No,
played-
it didn't.
they
Nah,
played-
probably not. If you knew about that, where's this going on?
Their parents did that
Basically,
for 'em.
it cuts to the thing where it's like there's a man and like at the bar, and he's like asking for a lady. Remember, you know what I'm talking about? Where there's
Yes.
this dude asking for a lady. He's like, "Oh, there's this bartender lady. She's so great."
Yeah.
And yeah, I forget their names. I forget the bartender lady's name.
It's B. Arthur.
B. Arthur?
Yeah.
B. Arthur.
From
Yeah.
Golden Girls.
Oh.
Oh, listen.
Oh, the actor
Yeah.
is called B.
I don't know. I
Arthur.
don't remember the name.
I'm probably gonna have to look it up.
This
I
right
mean,
here.
Isn't it Mod or something like that?
Yeah.
The character
What?
that she
It's
plays?
No, it's called Akamina. Akamina.
No, I meant the
It's
Golden Girl.
Akamina.
Oh, the Golden Girl is not called Akamina.
No. Mom.
Basically, Akamina is like a bartender lady, and she's she's working and she's doing her thing, and this dude comes in, and
Yeah,
she's like,
this-
and he's
this
like,
dude?
oh yeah,
This
that
guy's
dude.
creepy, dude. You know, he
Yeah.
just pours it down his head.
Yes, there's a scene where it's like she's like, why don't you get a drink instead of him flirting with the lady, and he pours it down his head.
It's just really
He pours it
disturbing.
into his
He's like-
head, very casually.
I like the face he's making.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's like whatever.
This is how I drink.
Basically,
With my
he
head.
felt, and the whole thing is like
So,
basic.
he has an esophagus through his brain. Is that?
Oh,
I'm
so where is his brain? Cause like if
Yeah.
it's
I'm not
like,
understanding
I
the
didn't-
anatomy here. What
I thought maybe his
happens?
brain is in his stomach.
Oh, well,
oh, like it works like that. Like his head's
Like an
his
opposite
stomach
thing.
and his
I
brain,
hope
his stomach
I
and his
don't
brain.
know.
I don't know.
Something. That's a bit weird.
they-
Unless it's just a tube that goes down. He just drops everything through there. Just goes down a tube that goes like either side or something, and it just goes to the stomach. Like,
All right.
This is getting weird.
Yeah.
Basically,
We're not doctors.
Yeah, we're not doctors.
Not Star Wars doctors.
We're
No,
not
good
doctors.
point.
We're talking about a Christmas special.
I don't think any real doctor would be able to tell how that works.
Probably not. They'd be
I
flabbergasted.
think he'd be like, he's dead.
Yeah.
Basically, this dude with the thing in his head, the stomach in his head, fell in love with Akamiya because she said, "Come back." Like, what is it? God, come back soon. I'll be waiting. And like he finds out. Oh, she says that to every customer that walks out. And then he's like all depressed. He's like feels like an idiot. And he puts his hood up and he like
Jeez.
gets
Becomes
down.
all
On,
emo and
yeah, he becomes. You're right.
Very much.
He becomes an emo. He turns. He
She doesn't
dyes his
love
eyes
me,
black.
Grandma.
And he listens to
My
Chemical
Chemical
Romance. Anyway, he takes a drink again
Mm-hmm.
from his head again. He like takes the whole container. He's like, I'm sad, and he just takes a drink and puts it in his head again.
Like this whole is a fish tank or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it kind of sounded like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
They just added sound effects, I'm sure.
Anyway, the lady, the bartender, Akamiya, she's like having more people come in more and more, and it gets to the point where aliens come in and like hold her at gunpoint, and they're like,
What?
"Give me more." Like there was a scene where it's
Yes.
like
That
she
escalates
an
quickly.
alien walks up to her, pulls out a gun, and like she's like, "All right, fine, I'll let you in, but I don't have much alcohol or whatever left to get you to drink." But basically, she's like, "Oh, we'll have one more night before we close or whatever," and then it
Because the Galactic Empire, like,
right
brought a
'cause
message.
yeah, you can say it.
Strict curfew to literally everyone on this planet.
Yeah, I guess that's how it works.
Because we hate you and we have no. We
That's
don't
the
care about
Empire.
you. Yeah.
That's what you signed up for. What you didn't sign
Galactic
up for.
dictatorship.
basically it cuts to a song.
Yeah. It's a High School Musical now.
and high school.
All of this together.
No, we're not.
And that's what they wish they could sing, but they don't want to be together. That didn't make sense.
Of course not. This whole holiday special didn't make
It
sense.
didn't make sense at all.
No.
honestly.
Basically, after the song, it comes back to the TV and it's like, oh wow, that was a great show.
No, it was
Lies.
not.
Yeah, and I'm like, or what?
These are lies. It's propaganda.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. That's the
What
thing
were they
about it.
thinking?
Like our lives are so great, we're enriched by it.
We don't live on Tatooine.
Life on Tatooine, the comedy.
The comedy.
Comedy special.
Special. Hey,
Special
look
guest
at
star.
that moisture farm over there.
What?
Special guest star, head drink man.
Drink man.
7 p.m. on Comedy Central.
Comedy Central.
Basically,
Emperor Central.
after that, Lumpy goes upstairs and like puts together his like computer because there's a man who goes up there and like tries to search what was going on and he breaks everything. It was really messed up.
It was.
They just take all his they literally
toys.
yeah, they take his like shelves of his toys and just go. He just walks to every shelf and just shoves it down on the floor.
Destroying your entire room just to
He
find
took, like,
your
a
phone.
Life on Croatia.
He takes his plushie and like pulls the head off of it,
Yeah.
like pulls it out, and then he feels all sad and then like the commander guy says something like, "Go clean up your room" or something
Yeah.
like that, and then he's like, and Lumpy's all like, oh man, but let's see. I think I'm getting behind, but
I think I know what I'm doing.
what are you looking for?
It'd be funny if this wasn't
Go look
recording.
something up while I'm trying to read through my notes.
Yeah, make us laugh. Make us cry.
Oh, make you laugh. That's
Yeah,
like
look up some
something
images to
random.
keep the thing excited.
Get some spirit flowing in here.
Get some.
Oh, yeah.
Talk
I'll
about
be
something
back.
else while I look through my notes.
You
It
guys
is
keep
8.
talking. I'm gonna be on this computer looking up something that you guys can laugh at.
Wonderful.
Why does that make me
I
laugh?
just something we can laugh at. No.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can get you something to laugh at.
We just-
It's just not gonna be from Star Wars.
No, we gotta stay
Okay,
on
hang
topic,
on.
bud.
We gotta stay
Oh,
on
fine.
topic. This is about the Life Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Christmas, but it says right here, it's the Star Wars Christmas special that almost killed the franchise.
Exactly.
All right, I found my notes. Okay.
Okay,
So Lumpy puts together this computer, and there's this tutorial. Oh wait, no, this might be. Oh, I'm mixing it up. Oh no. Hmm?
Wasn't it a video game or was it?
Oh, I'm mixing
It was something. I don't know.
He uses his computer transmitter thing to
Everything's a computer transmitter in
confuse-
Star Wars.
Yeah. He like this toy that he just got like moments ago, and he puts on this fake radio transmission to confuse all the Empire people to go back. It's like a fake one. It's like, go back to Empire.
Return to base.
Oh yeah, that's it. Return to base. And then they're like, okay, we'll just leave, and they mosey out. But before that, you know, the trooper dude goes up and wrecks his room, and he feels sad.
I mean, I'd be sad too if this random guy went into my house and was like,
I know if a Clone War trooper.
Clone War Trooper.
Clone.
Clone
Way to
War
stick
Trooper.
it.
Yeah, well, what are
Clone
you going
Trooper.
for?
Clone
You
Trooper.
know, those things that they're called.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Clone Troopers
A
are.
Starship Trooper.
Stormtrooper.
Basically, he then goes and like has to put his computer back together, and while he does it, he watches this video of
It's
a
like-
dude trying to like put things together.
It's basically like a tutorial of whatever contraption he has.
But like in between it, like it's like a tape, right? And it skips and like slows down, and like the dude is like moving along with it. Like there's instances where he's like smacking his butt, like over and over and over and over, and then it like goes back to him trying to like put it back. It's really weird.
This is my fault.
I-
The entire movie.
I recommend you just see that part because it's really, I don't know how to describe it. Anyway. Oh my
Continue,
God.
I'm sorry. You guys didn't laugh I've had it that once. I thought it was funny.
Ha 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 ha.
It's too late now. You see.
Just
It's
the
never too
stress
late for
laughing.
No.
Basically, after a long time, like waiting, finally Han and Chewie finally show up in the worst way possible.
Yes.
They there's the trooper dude who is like chasing
Lumpy.
Lumpy. Yeah, chasing Lumpy because the trooper figured out that he used his little computer to,
Contact console.
to do the thing, and he runs around chasing him because they wanted to search the house again for some reason. It's really weird. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna have to search it again. 'Cause
Well, they
were
leave,
suspicious.
but then like they tell one stormtrooper to stay there and
Yeah.
wait for anyone who comes back.
That's it. Thank you for correcting me and not spreading any lies. I have my notes all
Oh sure.
my notes are
Anytime.
messed up.
Anytime.
Anytime, all the time.
Anytime I'll correct your screw ups.
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life. Yes, Happy Life Day. Basically, he's chasing Lumpy, right? And he goes to the balcony, right? And he's about to get him. He's about to and then all of a sudden, Han just comes in, right? And he's like, "Oh no!" And he just like grabs him and like
What is this?
he grabs him and like trip. Doesn't he trip
Yeah,
him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing. He just like I don't. Was it his gun or or was it Han's foot or something like that? But he just trips and falls off the balcony. He's just dead. There's this dark pit.
Yeah, he will.
on the
Wilhelm
balcony.
screams that stuff.
And he does the Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
I wish this could be bigger, but I don't think I can find it bigger.
Oh my god. After all that, they're like.
You guys got here.
Sorry, we're looking at a GIF of Lumpy.
He looks like a brown Grinch, kind of. A little bit. Just Photoshop, like, the Grinch brown.
Rich Brown.
But basically,
With the weird
back
mohawk.
to the. We're almost over. Don't worry, we're almost done.
No, we're
it's-
not.
Almost
I'm
done.
sorry, I'm decaying over here from this movie.
Speak.
Okay, so they freaking they're like, oh, we're so happy to see you. You're finally here. Hooray! And Han is like, Han as Harrison Ford is looking very bored the whole time.
Yeah.
As he's like, he grabs Lumpy and puts him down. There's like a GIF of it online of just how he just just puts him.
Okay, so why do I keep?
It's the sounds of Lumpy. I want that to be an album.
Sounds
Sounds of Lumpy.
Oh,
And it's just different versions of that
pretty much.
in a song.
There's like the Spider-Man Christmas album. They can make like one, but with Lumpy. And it's
Oh.
just
Yeah.
doing different renditions of Christmas songs.
Lumpy look like that?
I don't know.
Baby Chewy.
He's
We're
got a big
looking at
forehead.
some art of Lumpy.
I can fry an egg on his forehead.
Anyway, a couple more minutes of like Han being like, "Oh, we're great. It's great to have you home, Chewie, with your family." And he's like,
And he's like, you guys are my family too.
Yeah, he says that, and it's supposed to be wholesome, but the whole time Harrison Ford is just like you're my family too. That's how I would describe it. And he's like, he finally leaves, and Chewie finally has the time with his family, and they sit around and they eat at like a dinner table with whatever food they were making.
I don't know. I don't really know.
And then here comes the weird part.
That's fair.
Here comes the part that I'm gonna take it real slow, and I don't want anyone's reaction until like I'm finally done. They pick up some snow globes, and they put it up in the air, and then they have these, and they slowly transform, and they have robes on. They're in space.
These are all Wookiees, by the way.
Yeah, they're all these Wookiees. They're in robes. They're in space with these glowing like orbs of light, and they're all gathered together, and it like cuts to like all these Wookiees in a line walking into like a bright light in space, just one by one, and there's this like, nice Christmas music as they're all walking to light. They're all in robes, just walking. And then it's like they just kind of like look at each other and nod. They're like, okay, and they just walk into the light. And then it cuts to them like on a space rock, in robes, and like all the Wookiees are there, and they're all gathered around, and then like everyone like shows up and like talks about like, oh, we're so great, you know, you can finally have time on Christmas with your family and everything.
What about the droid attacker?
Or Life Day. Sorry, Life Day.
Life Day.
I love Life Day.
Yeah, what's Christmas? I don't know.
So now you guys can talk about how stupid this is.
Yeah.
Alright, it's stupid, okay? Okay.
Horrible.
It's like the last
don't-
15 years. I'm
Really
happy
cold.
that it's over.
It's what?
It's like a cult. Like they were like transported to like this cult ritual.
Pretty much.
Weird.
Oh my god.
This is just great, eh?
It's like the video of like the multiple Pikachus walking
Oh,
in
yeah.
a line. That's
Yes.
what it reminds me of.
All the Pikachu.
I kind of want.
Pikachu army is
Can
what I'm
you-
thinking of now.
Can you like look it up so you can show like the people who don't know, which are YouTube?
Wait, the Pikachu or the?
No, the
Like,
part in
okay.
the part in the special where they walk into the light in the robes.
Right
Is
there.
it that one?
Yeah, they're right there.
That's the one. Right. That's
That's
the
the.
yeah. That's the that right there.
That's so bad. Okay.
And like,
That-
What?
We're looking at an image of it right now of them walking into the light in space. It's ridiculous.
Cool, dude.
So
it's
are we
giving
done
me
like
chills.
with the story, or do you have other notes?
I have one more thing to add.
Alright, go
At
ahead.
the end, they make a big sweeping
this
thing.
part.
They make a big sweeping thing about how you have to be with your family on Life Day, and you have to like treasure what you know and what you love or whatever.
Where was
And
Darth
like
Vader in
everyone's
all
there,
this?
and all the characters are there, even the ones that barely showed up in that.
Even
special.
the ones that didn't do the light walk into thing
Yeah.
are there.
And
They're
then
just
Leia.
somehow there.
And then after all that, Leia sings some like song about
Life Day.
Life Day and love and like friendship. And then at the end, it goes back to them. They're just back at home again, and the Wookiee family is just around a table, and they're like having a prayer. They're like holding. I don't remember if they're holding hands or something like that, and they're eating. And after that, the episode ends. That's it. It ends with them having that. And now
I'm
that
happy because it did it.
And now that I've finally got through a basic synopsis, finally, you guys can talk about how terrible this is.
Can we talk about how like cheap the special effects look?
Yes.
It's
Like,
cheap,
yes.
but it's
So
also
ori-
old, but it's
No,
cheap.
like the original Star Wars, like this grand spectacle of like special effects, but
Yeah.
this one is like really cheap.
Yes.
It
I
is.
noticed that.
They didn't want to try.
They
okay?
just took whatever they had in like a warehouse and just like, okay, we can make this in.
And like
we can put
the,
in
we
here.
can make this
computer
into a
screens,
movie.
like the green screen is like really awful.
Oh yeah, of like the balcony where it's just like. You can
Oh, I
see-
was like talking about the
walking
computer,
into
that
the
too.
light.
Lumpy
So what?
suicide.
Like the
Yeah.
computers, and they were like,
Lumpy
the computers,
suicide.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He's gotta be lumpy
Like the-
after that fall.
Yeah.
It was very bad. You guys want to talk about any of the bad highlights at all again? Like
The whole movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
It's one big,
Everything.
terrible
Everything
highlight.
bad.
Oh yeah,
Every
we have notes.
spick and speck of it.
Oh,
Doesn't make
another
sense.
question I have about this movie is like, is it canon?
I
Oh,
hope to God no.
So
Alright,
shoot
somebody
this
look
movie.
It up. Somebody, I'm the only one that can look it up because I'm at the computer.
The canon,
I
yeah.
have-
Someone
I have a-
shoot this
an
film with a
I have
cannon.
an iPad in front of me. I could do that too.
I mean, from
But
a
I'm
George
the one that
Lucas's-
has a computer.
From like George Lucas's opinion, I think it's not, but I don't. It could be. I don't know.
It could be. One day someone could wake up and be like, you know what? That's canon. And then everyone goes back and like reanalyzes the whole special and it's like, what does it really mean?
Do you think like if
It is canon. No.
Wait,
no.
what?
It says it's technically in the Star Wars canon.
Oh my god. We're just Googling it was just the first Google result just now. And technically it is.
sorry.
I'm sorry from the Star Wars fans. It's
Do
canon.
you think
Well, it's
that,
actually
like
C
Luke
canon.
was all in isolation and everything?
From this
Um,
movie, yes.
Do you think like he wakes up and just like thinks about that movie?
Every day of his life. He wakes up at his rich mansion and he like thinks about
He just
how
wakes up.
Has post-traumatic.
Yes, he's like wake up in the middle of the day, he's like a cold sweat, he's like that's what he hears in his dreams.
He hears, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he hears when he wakes up.
In his dark cold
He's just like,
dreams.
where's Lumpy?
That I'm gonna kill that
Lumpy,
movie.
stop it.
God, Leia.
That's actually my alarm.
It is. You told me about that.
Time for
Do
school.
you have any more anything more in your notes?
It's okay, man.
Me too, Joey.
It's okay.
over here.
That was 40 years ago. Think about it. They have
You have
much
anything else you
better
want to put down in your
sequels
notes?
now. Like Last Jedi.
That's a
Oh,
debatable
wait,
statement.
It is.
That's a debatable.
Okay, hang on.
I'd rather watch the
The
Christmas
acting
special.
was bad. Like, why didn't they take like extra takes? Oh, wait.
Oh.
wait,
You gotta speak into the
Oh,
microphone.
okay.
You were talking to
It's
me
fine,
all
I
the
can
time.
hear him.
You gotta speak into the microphone.
The acting in this special was like awful. Why didn't they like take? Why didn't they take like?
Careful the microphone.
Why didn't they take like extra takes with like the acting?
Oh
Was it
yeah.
like with the budget? Like they couldn't afford.
They didn't have the budget
Yeah,
to
they
make
couldn't. They didn't have enough time to
Yeah.
reshoot that.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
whole entire movie was like
It was
this whole
one
entire
whole
budget
take.
was pocket
Start,
change.
all right. Let's start a petition for J.J. Abrams to remake this movie. With the biggest, like, budget they can get. Like, the biggest budget they can get to remake this movie. Would you watch it?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
Ironically.
Ironically, we'll rewatch
But if you
it.
watch it ironically, they're benefiting, and,
Oh.
and you're giving them money.
Still, I
Some of
still
them
want to
will put it on
see it,
YouTube.
but, like, remade.
With the
They're probably still
newer,
benefiting
with
somehow.
the newer trilogy cast.
Yeah! You don't get Luke and Leia, you get Rey and Finn.
Well, Luke's dead apparently.
Poe is in the corner, just chilling.
Yeah.
Sup, dude?
Sad.
Sup, dude? I do pilot.
Do you have another,
stuff. I'm the new Han Solo.
Well, they can come back, but they'll be like
dead.
the blue ghost, like the Force ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
They'll
I've
say
heard
something.
them say somewhere that he's gonna come back as a Force Ghost.
All right.
Like Yoda or whatever.
Do you have
Yeah,
another
close.
point?
Kermit
That
in your
raw
notes?
yo dude. The Yoda dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the thing that the chef was making was called Wookies.
Wookiees?
Oh, that's
Wookiees.
right. You reminded me. They're called Wookie Ookies.
Wookiees.
And I remember that now because she would be like, or he. Sorry, he. It's probably definitely a guy.
It's probably deaf.
He's transgender.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
he was like, oh, we're gonna make some Wookie Ookies, so make sure you stir and whip it.
They just
Sorry,
have
whip
like
it up the Wookie cookies.
No,
Yeah, it was
no,
very
it's
dramatic,
literally
with,
like,
four-
you go stir, whip, stir, whip,
Stir, whip.
stir, whip. Now you mix,
Do
stir.
you
Whip.
think they have like their own version of like Girl Scouts? And like they're like
Well, you were
But you're
saying,
in
it's
the
the
house
Empire. The
already.
Empire is the Girl Scouts.
Pretty
In
much.
case
They
you
just show up to
didn't
their front door like, let us in. Right now.
we're like Mormons.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Make sure you speak
Are we here to
louder.
talk
We're like
about our
Mormons.
Lord and Savior, the Emperor?
You have any other
Have you ever met
points?
Jesus?
Have you ever met
No other points?
Chewbacca?
Nothing else to get hung up about?
Would you like to accept Jesus
Everything.
Christ
I
as
get
your
hung
personal
about
savior?
everything
I
about
hope
this
you
movie.
do.
Can we just
Sure.
bring that up? Can we bring this up?
Okay. Well,
Everything about this movie is a no.
I know.
I haven't seen it. You guys talk about it. I've seen other people talk about it. It's a no.
Someone give George Lucas that sledgehammer, please. I'm begging.
I have one in my backyard. I have one in my garage. Pull it out right now. Who has copies of it? Send it. He's gonna have to smash like every computer in the world to make sure it's gone. So, who's down? I think I can
I'm
team
down.
up with, I'm teaming up with George Lucas to go with him and destroy every computer and every VHS tape in the world of this movie.
We're gonna march up to
We'll get Mark Hamill into
YouTube's front doorstep and just say, "Get that off your website."
anybody
Right.
that brings it up
Now.
dies, okay?
Isn't like torture?
We're all
like,
dying.
There are like rules you're not allowed to have torture on there. Why is that on YouTube?
Child abuse right there.
Okay, I'm looking.
Obviously.
I'm scrolling through the IMDb for this cartoon special, and apparently,
Wonderful.
there was talk of a possible spin-off of a television series for this whole thing.
No, like why? It's a holiday. Why?
No, like turn the Wookiees into a television series.
No, like
No.
sure.
Like turn that whole
I've
thing.
had enough lumpy and inchy for a
And they're weird.
I couldn't understand. I wouldn't watch it because just
I mean, it was
understand
almost like the
freaking
80s.
show.
They had like a TV animated series for everything in the 80s.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. They have everything as an anime. The blanket, the animated
Wait,
series.
The question is, would they have subtitles for like?
No.
them?
No, they
Would
wouldn't.
they
Yeah.
just simply
One of your
say-
points
Not
is that
this
this
movie.
this movie doesn't have subtitles the whole time. No subtitles.
I want subtitles, and then I'll like it a bit more. If
No.
they,
No.
Subtitles.
They're just like
If
somebody's
J.J.
agony
Abrams-
and it's suffering.
if J.J. Abrams remakes the movie, you better put in subtitles.
How would he do that?
He just creates freaking lines. Bro, it means frick, man. Give me my presents. It's life date, bro.
Now we can really tell why Lumpy is a lazy person. Besides the.
Because no one can understand him.
I do.
Oh my God.
What is he saying?
I don't know.
Saying, bro, I hate this movie. Why am I in this? Why do I exist? No one talked about me before. Who the heck is Chewbacca?
So, are there any points that you want to bring up?
Yeah, don't
I'm not his son.
watch this. Man.
Get close into this.
Do not watch this movie. Whatever you do, for God's sake, blast my eardrums out.
Don't break the listener's eardrum. They're gonna not listen.
I'm already losing my eardrum.
Oh my God.
You think I turned this down a little bit?
I think I made my point.
Yeah, I think your point got through pretty well there. If I was someone watching this, I wouldn't watch it.
Hey, would.
All right.
I actually would probably. Yeah, you know me, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
would watch it.
I want to
Actually,
go
you
around.
don't know me.
You
I
know
don't know who I am.
what? We don't have really many traditions, but I kind of want to start one where we go around the room and we ask, "What do you think overall of this movie?" I'm gonna start with me, so you know.
I'm gonna start with me.
Because I'm already talking.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I'm a
think-
kid.
I think that this special is didn't hold up well because to the test of time.
I don't think it held up at all when it came out.
At all. Well, it probably did a little bit, you know, like a little bit at the time. It probably wasn't great, probably wasn't amazing at the time, but it was whatever. It was something, like, kids don't care. You know, back then kids didn't care how bad things were. They just watched it. They're like, oh, it's more Star Wars. I want that.
Jake Paul today.
Start a commentary about what is it really like.
God,
No.
my sister's finally getting over that guy and realizing what a complete joke he is.
Thank goodness.
Don't clap in here. We have a microphone.
Oh,
I clapped and I didn't plus.
Don't.
Oh, we're gonna. I think people don't like me.
Even though this special hasn't held up the test of time, it's still pretty enjoyable in that it's such a timepiece of like
we can make fun
the
of it.
early like 80s and like 70s and how people were just desperate for like we gotta get this brand up here.
A template of what not
Get
to
out.
do to bring your brand up.
Yeah, but little did they know it would be crazier now because of Disney and all that. But
Oh, yeah.
you know, I think it's enjoyable regardless of how terrible it hasn't held up at all.
It didn't hold up, man. Like, still.
A little bit, like
It is.
I don't know, something
I
like
don't
that.
think even back then no one really liked. So
I feel like somebody back
No.
then must have thought this is okay.
I think when they were making the movie, they're like.
I
and
think-
then they like.
I
when
think
they
they-
finished it. Then they're like, no.
No.
I think they only saw dollar signs.
No, no. We're seeing no.
Scene one. George Lucas, are you okay? Yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm telling you.
And now he wants to destroy every single tank in the world.
Yeah.
Matthias, do you have anything to say? Any wrapping up thoughts about what you thought overall?
Don't watch it. That's all I have to say. Don't watch
Yeah.
it.
Like,
You don't like nothing else?
No.
All right, Casey, what do you think?
I already said it, but I'll say it again.
okay.
Don't watch this.
Say it in a deep, booming voice. It could be like Markiplier.
Don't watch this.
Oh.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Listen, Marcel, I know you didn't watch the
Welcome back to
the
Undertale.
thing, but I want to hear your opinion on us talking about a thing that you didn't see.
Well, sounds like it was an experience.
What?
It was.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna watch it when I get home, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I just want to see
don't.
how terrible it is.
It's awful.
I've heard stories.
I mean, I think I've seen worse movies, but
That's
this
what
is
I'm
pretty
thinking.
bad.
Like,
It's still bad.
but overall, any other thoughts?
Joe, you wanna
If I would have to
point
rate
out
it
something?
based on what you have given me, I would say
Hello.
a drowning out of 10.
All right. What about you, Joey? Joey, the audio lead.
Yeah, I'm just the audio guy.
Joey,
Yeah,
what do you
sure.
think? What do you think of it?
Honestly,
Overall
I've seen
thoughts.
other people talk about this movie. I've kind of wanted to watch it, and more and more people say don't watch it. It makes me want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it just because I don't want to get my brain rotted out because of this movie.
Save your brain cells.
I'm sorry, but it just sounds that bad.
It is.
I'm gonna just watch it and just be like,
I mean, if there's a movie that you should watch, ironically, it's The Room. But
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Even
It's
then,
way
that's
better
still
than-
You can
bad.
watch that for enjoyment.
Yes.
This, from what I've heard, you cannot watch this for.
But I honestly, no, but you can just move it out of my way.
No, just keep it
Fine.
where it is.
Wherever it is, keep it where it is. We're good. We're just moving around the microphone.
The moment I saw Lumpy jumping down those stairs, I knew this movie was gonna be a treat. I'm like, what? Yeah, the first time I saw Lumpy, I was like, what the hell is that? And then it started
Also,
making.
make sure you speak up. By the way, you got a microphone.
I can hear it.
He can hear it.
I can hear it. Okay, I
He
can hear
deaf.
every single button. You guys talk, and I can hear like the smallest of sounds. It's so awkward. Like you guys, I got like ultra hearing now. What? Yeah, I can hear you. Like I'm,
Exactly. You can hear me whisper. That's how good this microphone.
I can hear myself like I'm over here, just like I click this button and I hear it. Like honestly, it's okay. It wasn't that loud, but like
Anyway.
I can hear myself typing and stuff, and now I can hear myself over here.
I also want to start another tradition for this podcast.
Okay.
Where we have a theme of the month, and our theme of the month is Christmas in January.
Life Day.
Life Day.
Christmas in July. That's what it's called.
Life Day
But
in
in
January.
Life Day in January, where it's something about
Where it's something kind of related to
Star Wars
Christmas.
should be.
I don't know.
The May category. Like,
These
maybe-
month themes probably won't mean anything, but I feel like maybe we should try it. Maybe we can just make up a stupid month theme as a collective group that we could all come back
Find
to.
movies.
Similarly, kind of like it.
But how are we supposed to find a movie similar to the Christmas special?
Wait,
We're gonna watch The Room next month.
Actually,
No,
We'll
yes.
have to get together in this
Alright.
room and just put it on the screen, and we're gonna watch it together.
If we're done talking, I actually have a recommendation. It's actually a good movie this time.
Yeah.
The
We
Room.
wanted
It's
to-
fine. We can watch good movies.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do a stupid game to decide who picks
Oh,
it.
So,
Whatever.
Fine. Let's do whatever. We'll just
Okay,
do like a hat pull at the end of
Okay.
this.
Sure.
Because this was a original idea for the movie that we're going to watch, but Logan didn't have a Netflix.
Oh right.
Are we done talking about the movie?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Now
Now
we're
we
just-
just stop talking about
Yeah,
it.
now we're just talking, but it can be about
Come on.
our next film. We thought we could
Um,
forget the theme of the month thing.
We're just
That-
gonna-
we can just make that a big joke of the podcast now.
okay.
The theme of the
We'll
month
talk
is-
about it like later on.
The
Like,
theme
oh,
of
you
the-
guys remember that theme of the month?
Anyway, theme of the month is Lumpy.
Virtual reality ASMR.
Lumpy?
No.
Oh. Virtual ASMR.
Okay. Do I do
Oh.
the recommendation? Do I? Okay. The next movie we're watching is Edgar Wright's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World from 2012.
I want to watch that.
It's on Netflix. So.
Yay.
Yeah, that was our original pick. Mostly because he won some stupid game, and it was like, okay, I guess you'll pick it, and you picked Scott Pilgrim, and I'm cool with that. It's a great film. It has a loose thing with
I'm sorry.
a loose theme with video games, not Lumpy.
So next movie is the Scott Pilgrim. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna start to take some notes. Even though I'm not really a part of this podcast. I'm
Well,
still
you
gonna
are
do it.
now.
Yeah, I guess I am.
And you are too, myself. You gotta remember, you gotta
we all
remember
are
to speak
family.
in this podcast, by the way.
All right, I will.
Have we ever came up with a name for the podcast? Like,
We
have
haven't.
No.
Maybe we could start. We can like figure out a thing at the end.
So should we take like another picture? Because the picture we have for this thing is just you
Yeah.
three.
yeah, we could probably take another picture.
Yeah. Okay.
We can. Yeah. You know.
Okay. Well, we got
Um,
time, right?
sometime.
Yeah. It's only like
So,
9:30.
what should this podcast be called then?
Where's this going on? Like what?
This podcast could be
Sound-
called.
Putting on iTunes.
Redshirt's rant. I
We're
don't know.
gonna.
Redshrt Rant. Yes, I love that because we're all.
We can just put it on our website and
Mr.
iTunes.
Shallot said to put it on iTunes.
Yeah, we can put it on iTunes and like maybe on our make a website or
I
something.
could just
I don't
like
know.
you gotta get some social medias. Follow us on social
Get a
media.
we'll get a Facebook and a Twitter and a Gram going.
A gram.
A gram.
The kids are calling it the Gram.
We get a graham cracker.
We're gonna get
Just get a graham cracker. Just oh, there you go. We got a
The Graham
new show.
the Gram podcast.
Graham.
No, what about
I like the Redshrt Rant
the
because that's actually pretty good because we're all
Redshirt's rant. Yeah.
Redshrt Rant.
the Redshirts rant?
Because that's pretty much
Film
what we
cast.
were doing.
Yeah, we're all in red shirts and we're ranting about this movie.
What about the ranting rant cast?
Ranting
The
rant
ranting
cast.
cast.
Ranting
and
Redshirts.
then when they ask,
Ranting. I still like ranting red shirts. Like,
but
red
like
shirts
it doesn't
rant.
have film in it, and that's why people will probably be like, "What's it about? Film?
Well, it's still.
What's it about? Colors?
Obviously. Yes.
What's it about?
No, it's-
Indians?
I think
Well,
the
connected
red
to Star
shirt
Trek.
rants. We rant about stuff, and the reason why I call red shirts is because we wear red shirts like every day, all day.
Yeah, we are students.
These are our
of a-
prison uniforms.
These are our prison uniforms.
They'll
Wait,
say-
isn't it like in Star Trek the red shirt's always diverse?
And see, like,
Good
see,
point.
If we do take a picture after this, we're all gonna be red shirts. People will understand why it's called a red shirts rants because we're all in red shirts.
You know what? Fine.
Red shirts rants.
All right.
All right.
Everyone
who-
agree,
who-
say
who-
aye,
yeah, let's
okay,
do a
you're right,
vote.
done.
Yes.
Who wants the red shirt rant cast?
Red
Official-
shirt rants.
official-
Red shirt rants.
Redshirt's rant.
Yeah.
The the red shirts rant. Who? Show of fans who wants the red shirts rant.
Show of fans.
Okay, it's
All right,
everyone.
we
We
all
go with
agree.
that.
Obviously.
Okay, it's unanimous then. Let's
All
go
right.
with that. So this has been
The red shirts rants.
Red shirt.
this has been the first episode. Or no, this is
What?
not the first episode. This is episode 0, technically.
Episode 0 because we didn't like we just like hopped in like
Yeah.
2 of us hopped in it's like random
Because this is very off the cuff.
Pretty
Like my
much.
notes are very scatterbrained, like kind of what the movie's about, kind of thing.
honestly I can't
So-
wait to start reviewing Scott Pilgrim.
Oh boy.
So maybe.
I'm gonna be fun with
Yeah.
that. I've been wanting to watch that movie.
So
It's
yeah.
great.
I haven't watched it either. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've
This
read
should-
the comics.
Yeah, this should be an
This should be fun.
experience.
Yeah.
So this has been episode 0 of the Red Shirts Rant. Hope you enjoyed. Whatever this is, I hope you
I hope
enjoyed.
it was more enjoyable than the special.
Special, yeah.
I hope this was in somewhat way entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I've talked a lot in this one podcast. I feel bad.
You've
There's a lot
talked
of-
more
Well, you're
than you.
probably because you're like the main person. The
I am the
microphone's
main-
pointing at you most.
I am the main person and the guy who talks the loudest in this room.
Well, I can talk loud as well. I'm behind the microphone. They can still hear me.
Yeah, I just feel bad for you, Marcel, because you didn't speak half
I
the
didn't
time.
know what to say.
I know.
He just said
I don't have
let
no-
the woman speak.
Yeah,
Just
you
start
didn't
being
see.
random, okay?
And Joe, you tried.
I tried, okay. I can dream, Harold.
I'm pretty much just the joking in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very low.
The
then.
comic relief.
Yeah.
I'm just back here on the computer pulling up pictures so everyone can laugh at them. And everyone's like, ha 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 ha, good line. Joe."
Maybe you can be the dude who pulls up clips of the movies we watch
Yeah.
in the background. It'd be
I
pretty
brought that up. Like when
Okay.
we were talking about, like it's gonna be on YouTube. So like on
Well, Scott Pilgrim will.
Yeah.
Maybe clips of Scott Pilgrim, but
Yeah.
not the whole
Like-
movie.
like
Couldn't
images
it get
and-
copyrighted though?
If you
No.
uploaded all of Scott Pilgrim.
No,
Yeah.
like parts
Yeah.
of it. Parts
Like,
of it.
I think he got the maximum was 10 seconds to
It's
use
the
Oh.
limit.
Yeah. Okay.
No, whatever. We're not making money. It's like
Yeah, but it can get like
Of
taken
course we're
down,
not
though,
making
can it?
I
Like
wish.
copyright. It can,
copyright is like they can take your money away for it.
This has been.
It's not like they take it down.
Crazy.
What are you crying? This is funny.
Yeah, what are you crying about, Marcel?
I'm
What are you crying
crying.
about?
Anyway, this has been episode 0 of the rant,
Redshrt
the
rant.
The ranting
RSR, okay.
the RSR.
Redshirt's rant.
I'm just gonna call it the RSR, the Redshrt Rantcast. Redshrt Rant. Redshrt Rant.
Ranch, okay, alright.
The Hidden Valley Ranchcast.
Yes,
Yes,
We'll get up to able to say it soon enough.
Okay, this has been the Red Valley Ranchcast, and
Has it?
yes, it has.
Really?
And you know what? Any final words to say? Along, I don't.
Don't watch this movie.
Don't watch this movie. Put your
Say your goodbyes to the cast, the people out
Yeah.
there. To next time.
plug in your social medias.
I'm Matthias V Bates at Instagram. That's I have.
I remember just put your Instagram.
I mean, I have a Twitter, but I don't use it anymore
Yeah.
since I
Okay.
got Instagram. So.
What's
All right.
Twitter?
I don't have many social medias, but my I have an Instagram called Logan P. Keener.
You're just not gonna.
Wrapping up. Don't bother us. Okay.
You're.
I don't have any Twitter or Facebook or anything like that, so
You get the
you can email me at Logan P. Keener, all one word, uncapped. All right. Marcel,
my
your
social
social medias.
Alright, I have an Instagram, but I forgot what my thing was.
Happens to the best of us. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And
Whatever.
It's
I
an
have
idea.
There's the bell.
Facebook, just Marisol
Speak a little-
Mello.
Speak a little bit more.
I got.
Okay. Whatever. Casey, plug in your social medias.
All right, bonjour. My Instagram is StarCloud Arts. It's all one word. I do mostly photography and digital illustrations.
All right. Speak up a bit.
It got.
I'm speaking up.
You don't. I'm the one that hears this all. You don't have to control.
I'm worried about the audio.
I'm worried.
I got this. Okay. I'll be like.
I'm worried about his hearing. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What
Thank
else
you.
Is your
That's
social
very-
media?
Alright.
Continue plugging your social medias.
Bon voyage, mon amour.
Is that all? No other social medias?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go for my Instagram at Nichols Production. NICHOLS. I can't speak anymore. NICHOLS.
They'll be in the
production.
description if you have no idea what we're saying.
Oh.
If there will be a
Yeah, we'll
description.
Yeah.
put links.
If
to
there's a
our-
description, we
some
can
more
put it in
social
the description.
medias.
All
All right.
of this, I hope.
I do photography.
And with that,
Photography.
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 Stay frosty, people.
Stay frosty. Stay
Yeah,
saucy. Stay ranchy.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah,
Stay ranty.
stay frosty. Stay saucy.
Wear your red shirts.
Ranchy and stay ranty. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you just said. Stay frosty. Stay saucy. Watch out for red shirts.
Why you gonna watch out for us? Okay.
Because
Yeah, can't be lazy.
Stay frosty. Stay saucy. Watch out, boys. The red shirt ranters are coming to town.
Right.
Bon voyage.
Bye. 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 Bye.